Ladies and gentlemen, so as you can see, we're gonna keep rolling out the hits on this channel, so to speak. But yeah, so today we are checking out the Epiphone Explore Goth series. I just literally got this today. I took it out of the box maybe an hour prior to me shooting this. But yeah, I mean, even just now getting out of the box and riffing around on it, it's pretty fucking sick. Especially compared to the Epiphone Thunder Horse, the Brendan Small Metalocalypse special that I did last week. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. And the main differences that I can feel right away that I actually like better on this is the neck profile. This neck profile is a lot slimmer. It's got a little bit, it's like a D taper, as opposed to the Thunder Horse. It's got like a big, fat, chunky C. So immediately I was able to riff around on this a lot faster than I was the Thunder Horse. Yeah, so that's kind of one thing, like I said, I noticed right off the bat. And another cool thing is man, Epiphone was doing the black metal stuff, or the black metal style, before that was even a thing, like with LTD and ESP, which is obviously pretty cool. So this thing was a little ahead of its time back in the day. These came out in the really early 2000s, and I think they were finally discontinued, I think around 2019-ish, 2018, maybe even going as far as 2020. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, this is, again, a discontinued guitar. They don't make them anymore. And I was lucky enough to find a very, very mint condition one on Reverb that came with a very nice Epiphone fitted case for this. So I was very fortunate. The Epiphone Thunder Horse will fit very nicely in it too, which is another reason why I got it, because it was a lot of bang for the buck. And I think I only paid like $5.50, so after tax, I mean, or maybe it was a little more, maybe about $6.30. I think after shipping and handling, it was like right at $7. So, and this one is pretty mint. A lot of times when you find these on Reverb, people want $700-800 for, you know, ones that are fucking like missing chunks out of it and this and that. Like I said, this one came with a Epiphone fitted case, and whoever had it previously upgraded with it this nice EMG. But that is another thing I can attest to with this, is the biggest complaint people have with these is the pickups that come in these fucking suck. And I guess I'm going to kind of agree, because this neck pickup is just okay. It's not great. It's not like super good, but it's not super bad. It's just okay. But for this, when it came out and the day that it did, this was more of a, not a beginner guitar, but not like a super professional, you know, high-end guitar. This was a very, very, very nice middle of the road bang for your buck guitar back in the day. So that's one thing it does have going it for it. But I'm gonna go ahead and shut up, and I'm gonna play all some more stuff. That way y'all can get more acquainted with this Epiphone Goth series guitar. As you can see, it only has one fret inlay on it, and it's just on the 12, and it's in Roman numeral, which is pretty sick. It's nice and simplistic. Like I said before, this thing was doing the black metal stuff before that was even like a phase with LTD and ESP, or even like some of the like black iron labels with Ibanez. So yeah, like I said, it is a little ahead of its time, but let me shred on it some more for y'all guys. is just me improvising this as I go. I'm not playing anything in particular, but I wanted to try to give y'all a good representation of, you know, how it sounds. I'm tuned to drop D, and I'm just playing through like the Joyo Bantam Zombie head and like a PV with 112 in it, so I'm not playing with anything fancy. Oh, but I do have a Joyo Tube Screamer also in the mix. So yeah, I have a lot of Joyo shit. For what it is, it's actually pretty good stuff. I'm not opposed to clones or copies of anything as long as they actually are good clones or copies of what they're supposed to be. And I'm finding out the more Joyo stuff that I acquire, I'm actually quite impressed with the quality, especially for the price. And no, Joyo is not paying me to say that by any means. It's just my personal preference and my opinion. So, you know, I have the Joyo Tube Screamer. I've got the Joyo Bantam Zombie 2. I do have the Joyo equalizer, the 7-band equalizer, the 6, but I don't like using it. It seems to add a little too much when I throw it in my mix, and I actually like it better out of my mix. Maybe it's just because I haven't figured out how to use a equalizer, but for right now it's out of my mix. But yes, one thing I also did notice about this, it is substantially lighter for some reason than the Epiphone Thunderhorse. These are advertised as solid mahogany, but I mean it's pretty fucking light, even compared to another Explorer, which I find kind of weird, because the Thunderhorse feels a lot heftier and denser than this does. But other than that, like I said, I mean, it plays great. The neck profile, like I said, is a lot slimmer, which is really, really, really nice. So, you know, Epiphone did a really good job with these back in the day, but it does lend itself for a good project guitar as far as swapping pickups out. This does lend itself very well to that. And a lot of times when I do see these, they already have pickup swaps in there, because I was doing a little bit of research on it and the overviews and people's reviews on these, and like one of their biggest bitches about this guitar was the stock pickups in it. But if it feels good and it feels nice and it plays nice and it is something that you like and you don't like the sound out of it, just go ahead and swap pickups. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I did that to my LTD EX50. You know, that was the base model LTD for that model. I mean, and it was a nice feeling, nice handling guitar, but the pickups just weren't that great. So I went ahead and did a Seymour Duncan Invader swap. And to be quite honest, I might even do that with this. I might even throw some Invaders in this and call it a day and just keep shredding. But I do like this thing a lot, even for just handling it, playing it. It's very fucking beautiful, and it actually looks fairly nice on this camera. I said everything's blacked out, everything's nice and sexy. I mean, hardly any blemishes on it. It does have the expected ones for a Explorer. You know, it's got one right here, but it's not that bad. And I think it's got one over here. Again, not that bad, especially compared to other ones I see on Reverb, where people are asking like $800 for a stock one that's just beat the fuck up. And like I said before, don't ever overpay for anything just because it's something that you want. You know, wait for a good deal to come up, because the more you overpay for things, the more it just drives the market up for those things, you know? Like I mentioned, the Alexi series and my Alexi review, you know, I waited for the slope to come down before I bought, and luckily I ended up with the one that I did for the price that I did, because it was a pretty solid deal. Just like this was a pretty solid deal. Like I said, it was, I think, $630 on Reverb, and I paid the guy what he was asking, just because the only other models that I saw were just beat the fuck up and they wanted way more money, and they didn't come with the case and they didn't come with a pickup swap, at least, you know, in the bridge. So I felt like I did pretty good. I'm gonna play a little bit more stuff just so y'all can get a better idea. But like I said, I don't ever play anything hardly ever in particular in this video. I do honestly mostly just improv things as I go. With the exception of the Thunderhorse video, I did play a couple of Metalocalypse / Deathclock riffs. But yeah, let me play a little bit more so that way y'all can, you know, tell me what y'all think of it just based on what I'm saying and what I'm playing. And if y'all have one of these and y'all are watching this, let me know your comments. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Is yours light? Is yours heavy? Do you like the pickups that are in it? Have you swapped them out? You know, anything like that. And then, and like I said, compared to the Thunderhorse, this actually feels a lot more comfortable, even though they're technically both Explorers, but the neck on this is just so much slimmer. I wouldn't say a lot, but I mean, it's noticeably slimmer. So, you know, it's not as baseball fat like a fucking C-neck. This is more of like a slim taper D, which is very nice. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna play some stuff for you. So yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty sick. I like it. I like it a lot, actually, to be quite honest with you. It's gonna become quite a favorite of mine here pretty soon. So yeah, let me know what y'all think of these. Do y'all like them? Do y'all hate them? Do y'all think they're shit? Do y'all think they're awesome? Do you want to pick up swap them? I mean, what are y'all's comments? What are y'all's opinions? You know, I would love to hear them down in the comments. So feel free to always comment, you know, and share your thoughts on anything. Or if y'all have any questions, you know, feel free to answer or feel free to ask. But yeah, this is the Epiphone Goth Explorer. All right. See y'all next time. Thanks for watching.